even though I'm a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, let me actually, you know what, maybe I actually do need to do a brief little illustration here. Pardon me. Actually, all right. These aren't the best illustrations, but so actually, hold on. All right, never mind. So when we have here, pardon this, I'm trying to figure this. So we got Earth right here. So we got one atmosphere, one whole atmosphere. The air is really thick. That's part of the reason why pilots against 9/11 truth or for 9/11 truth are saying that the planes could not have flown than what they did because the air resistance is too much. Just like when we go into higher elevations in the mountains and whatnot, we we have to change our cooking methods. And I'm sorry, we have to change our cooking methods, and oil or water boils at a different temperature too. So that's pretty much that. So part of the reason why a rocket can't go straight up is because well, there isn't enough fuel in the rocket to send it out of Earth's gravitational force or whatnot. And so what we actually have to do is we have to put it in an orbit. And that's why the rockets, the space shuttles, and all that good stuff, they always tilt when they get to a certain atmosphere because they have to basically when it gets to this point. Well, it's as I said, it's in orbit because well, it's essentially fallen in on itself. Whereas this way, if it was going straight up, it would just come back straight down because there's not enough fuel to send it out of Earth's force. So maybe I'm not doing it justice. Maybe I should have done this video a little bit later, but I just wanted to get it off my chest. Just so people don't think that, oh, wow, he doesn't even believe that we don't even go to the moon, blah, blah, blah. Well, no, this is just physics and all that good stuff with the moon landing and all that good stuff. The Van Allen radiation belts. We can't get through them. That's what it comes down to. Do the homework. Or everybody needs to do their homework. And what I actually suggest is that the public knowledge of the space program is, with the information that the space program has disseminated to the public, the Apollo missions would have been complete. They would not have happened at all. Not to, but we do have there is a black budget space program. I'm fairly confident about that one. So that's what it comes down to, is that it's fake, but it's real. This is all propaganda, and because seriously, a damn calculator these days, about a decade ago, over 2 decades ago, had more computing power than the Saturn rockets. But why is it that no one else has put anyone else or anyone on the moon? Why? Why is it? Well, we've already been there. Well, you know what? We've been to the North Pole countless times too. We've been out Mount Everest countless times. We go to space all the time. Obviously, there's still. So Obama's saying we've been there. Let's go some world. Well, we're not done. And the thing is that the moon is a great staging point for the rest of the activities, especially being that there's countless resources on the satellite. The moon is a satellite. A satellite is essentially a body of matter that orbits another body of matter. So that's where I'm at with this little, I guess, bit of research. So yeah, rockets don't go straight up because it takes a lot of energy to do that. Just like a helicopter, it takes more energy for it to lift straight up, do a vertical lift, than it does to steadily climb. So, yeah, don't think that my crackpot conspiracy theories are not without facts. But all that aside, the moon or the Earth from moon with an astronaut on it, and the view from a million miles away from the epic satellite. I'm getting two different perspectives on that, and I really don't like it. So hopefully this was educational for all of you. Everyone thinks, or there's a lot of people that think that the rockets land in the oceans, and that they don't even go into outer space and whatnot. And well, the part of the reason for that is because there's things fall off. There's different stages of the rockets and whatnot. And in case there is a failure, there's a nice ejecting point, and where it's not going to be over a populated area. So before people start putting out a bunch of disinfo, the reasons why, as I said, it's trajectory. God, and it's just kind of funny because that's the thing. If I threw something hard enough, essentially, it will go into its own orbit. I think there's a scientist or a physicist said, like, if I had a cannon large, powerful enough to shoot a cannonball, from North Pole, it would just straight. And sorry, this is me nerding out. All right, take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, and stay informed. Don't. It's good to go down the rabbit hole, but make sure that there's a little bit of common sense involved in there as well. All right. Not. There's other aspects of this that I will eventually delve down. And about almost like a little over a year ago, almost 2 years ago, I actually made a video from this. It was an RT video of space and whatnot, and saw something fall when they were in orbit, when they were in the space station. It just didn't make sense. And I've gotten around back to it. And the Apollo missions were definite fraud. And it's just like, well, where'd all that money go? Well, the NASA program is a nice way to write off a bunch of things, or to say, like, well, we did this or that, they are blah, 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 while it goes into a black budget. But seriously, the batteries that were used, none of the vessels the Apollo missions had solar cells. Pardon me. So how was it that they were recharging, or did they recharge? That's the whole thing. Doesn't make sense. No. So, all right. Hopefully I made that clear. Nice little lesson in rocketry.